Hello, my name is Jason Fuentes. I'm with the county's Broadband Accessibility and Affordability Office. I'd like to introduce you all to some concepts about equity and broadband in Albemarle County. As a society, we have reached the point that the internet touches every facet of our lives, which means it touches every facet of inequity too. That isn't all bad. Corners of the internet have long served as a digital safe space for members of the LGBTQ community, especially when their IRL circumstances preclude them from being out. The internet has also been a tool for organizing and advocating against various forms of inequity. Black Lives Matter began as a hashtag on social media. Those positives don't preclude the internet from being the subject of inequity, however. As of 2019, across the US, 36 million households lack access to a wireline broadband solution. That's cable, DSL, or fiber. And 10 million of those, nearly 30%, are rural households, despite those making up just 20% of total US households. For many of our rural residents, that doesn't come as a surprise. Albemarle County's 726 square miles are almost entirely rural. And while most of our population lives in the development area, which is entirely served, nearly 40% of our population lives in the rural area, where as of 2020, more than 9,000 locations lacked sufficient broadband coverage. We can also see this disparity play out where service is available. In Albemarle, we've identified 2 locations in the development area where economic indicators suggest that residents may struggle to afford broadband service. Those locations are also home to apartment buildings that make up a big part of our affordable housing stock, and where there's only one provider serving any of those apartment buildings. Service isn't the only disparate impact. As of 2018, the average cost of broadband in our area was a little under $68. That is unaffordable for lots of households, and a strong concentration of those households are in rental units like the ones that fill the gap between Hydraulic Road and 29 North, or line 5th Street extended past the interstate. Those areas represent some of the lowest broadband adoption rates in the development area. They also represent the highest areas of the development area where a cell phone is the only broadband subscription, the parts of the county where the highest percentage of persons of color, among the highest rates of individuals that speak English less than very well, among the lowest median incomes, the highest rates of individuals earning less than 150% of the poverty level. Across the county, Black individuals are twice as likely to not own a computer than white households, twice as likely to not have an internet subscription. Lack of broadband access is associated with depressed labor force participation and decreased educational attainment, decreased wealth acquisition, and so on. What makes these deficits unique is that while our systemic oppression has long stifled the opportunities for different demographics, the goalposts have largely stayed the same. That's not the same with technology, which continues to advance and make significant shifts. Those shifts are difficult for those of us able to watch these videos and participate in this largely online curriculum. It's hard for us to keep up with the blockchain, and augmented reality, and artificial intelligence. What must it feel like to have no experience using the internet? Community organizations and agencies all across our community are working to address the myriad barriers to digital access. Organizations like the National Digital Inclusion Alliance, NDIA, work to spread the word about these inequities, and that's your call to action. Consider attending one of their Digital Inclusion 101 workshops. These are a great opportunity to learn about the causes of the digital divide and ways you can get involved in addressing them. Thank you.